Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to the overall weekly going into the 7th of April. So I'm so excited. There is a moment of silence outside. I can finally do a reading real quickly. We're going to be tapping into the usual decks, whatever the length of the video is. I'll look up the angel number message. I posted a separate message because they were talking about exhaling all the fear and the stress and the anxiety and inhaling all that you need to support you and feel more stabilized. If you take a moment to do that periodically, it is priceless. I've been teaching all my friends and family off camera how to do this very quickly wherever you are. We're being spoon-fed so much stress, anxiety. It's unreal, honestly, the amount that we're digesting, and it is so unhealthy, and it can really create havoc with yourself. So, yeah, so definitely do that a lot more for yourself, and whatever else you're guided to do at this time that alleviates the stress, the worry, the anxiety, the fear, to do more of. We came out in the other reading about divine prescriptions, divine RX. You could be guided to find or do things now that really help alleviate and keep you more stabilized in a very unbalanced time. That's what they were saying, to keep you more stabilized, more balanced in a very unbalanced, unstabilized time. Yeah, I mean, it's almost like they're supporting your power and capacity, which has been a repeating message no matter what is going on. And I'm so grateful for that. I do want to say a warning during this time for those on the channel that in times like this, you're going to see a lot of people almost like gouging. It almost reminds me of a time, and this is in the spiritual industry. I don't count myself as in the industry. Industry is like capitalizing upon, right? Now, I just want to say it reminds me of during unstable times, you're going to find even within the spiritual industry and in every industry, they're going to feed and capitalize on the fear. And that includes the spiritual industry. So I just want to say it's one thing to buy a book, a deck, a course, a class, something that is a tool in your own toolbox that empowers you for these times. And it's within your price range, right? Like $10, $20, even $100, whatever. What I'm finding starting already, people are upping up. It's a couple of $100. Somebody was charging $900 just to watch some videos. It was like $200 or something. Talking about very well-known publishers or very well-known speakers or whatever. Everybody is human, and sometimes people use these times to capitalize on the fear, capitalize on the anxiety, and you can even see it in the tone of pitching emails and marketing emails. Please, breathe that out and, calmly come from a place, is this going to support me, and is it in my price range? Because, and I don't care, even if it's a spiritual, quote-unquote, person, that was one of my biggest angst, even when I was younger. And you could feel this as well. Those on the channel are empaths or sensitives. They're psychics themselves. What I would always pick on, they might be fabulous even as a spiritual teacher, and some teacher I put in quotes too. I've been taught by taxi drivers. What I'm saying is, like, very often, even in the spiritual community, they'll create the dynamic where they're up here, you're here. They have something that you need. You all have a direct line. You all know, right? It's creating a dynamic, or it's feeding off of the fear or the anxiety in some capacity. You need them, and then charging an enormous fee. All of that is capitalizing on the fear and the anxiety. So I'm just saying, as a warning, just breathe and know that you'll be guided to books and tools and things to use. When I say that, like, you're guided to things that help you, it should be in your price range. It should be sensible. If somebody's charging $900 for 20 minutes, that is, unless it's life-saving, you're internally bleeding and need a medical procedure, that's ridiculous. And having access to certain video, I just see it. It's happening already. It's what I'm saying. And just be aware that happens even in the spiritual industry. It is a capitalizing on the times. It's like, you see even the tone of, to get you to click to things. It's very clickbaity. It's working on your heartstrings. It's very manipulative. This happens in every industry across the board. Just be wary of it because, save your pennies. You have a direct line. Everything should be empowering you to stay balanced and in your power. It should not be what I found when I was younger already in a lot of the spiritual places. They disempower you first, and then they're dribbling back your power. It's like, make sure the messages you're receiving are powerful, that they're actually underscoring that you are very, very powerful. You have a direct line and you don't need them, right? That is the bottom line. Like, you don't need that person. You might be getting a tool from them, but you don't need them. This is very important, especially in times like this. All right, so yeah, okay. And I always was a little reserved when people claim they're the teacher. Everyone's a teacher, everyone's a student. I've gotten wiser words freely from a cab driver than I have paid for at an actual spiritual seminar. So I'm already kind of get repelled when people claim the teacher role. You know, it's kind of like, get over yourself. So what I'm saying is, during this time, just be wary of that. Those on my channel, you know, and just know that, you know, people are capitalizing on feeding that anxiety train, the fear train, and everything else. You want to get off that train. That's been a repeating message. As quick as it comes in, you want to exhale that out and breathe in faith, breathe in trust, breathe in hope, right? And peace and love. And that was the video right before here, for free. I mean, like, just keep in mind, you know, and if people are so caring and loving, they can pass along something that truly helps for nothing. It's just be wary. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, in the summer when it's 100 degrees out, there are stands in the park that sell water for like $5, $6. $1 bottle of water is now $5, $6. Why? Because the elements are 100 degrees, it's hot as hell, and people are famished. And what's happening is, people are famished. It is hot as hell in here, right? The elements, and people are, you know, they're looking for things. So just watch out and just be wary. Don't get stuck in that. And you'll be guided to things that are really serving you for free, practically, right? Or maybe it's like $10, $20. It's like within your means. So I'm just saying, don't get pulled in that. Hold your own. You're very, you have a direct line already, and it's very important to hold your own. And I got DIY rising, which is do it yourself rising. And so, rather taking that same scenario of charging $5, $6 for a bottle of water, DIY rising would be the kinder thing to do, the more loving thing to do. Like, someone might defend, well, I'm giving him water, even though it's $5, $6, but I'm giving him water. He's famished, I'm giving him water. Wouldn't it have been more loving and kind to say, actually, you have the water running in your faucets at home already. Just fill a bottle and be prepared that it's 100 degrees out in the park today, right? So it's like, you already have the water. You already have it. Just be reminded that you already have all of that you need, and bring it with you to support you in the elements. And that really is the baseline. So if something comes in, whether free or within your, you know, a tool for you to use to remind you that you have all you need, use it in these elements, dig deeper in that. That's what they're talking about, divine prescriptions. Like, you might be guided to, wow, I really enjoy doing this, and this uplifts your energy and your vibration to hold your own during these times, and that's what you do. If buying this book by this author that you love, like within your means, gives you the love support backing, or this show, when you watch it, it reminds you of what you're connected to, yeah. But you see what I'm saying? So it's reminding of what you already have and what to utilize in your spiritual toolbox. That's very much in the vein. And you're going to see a lot more. It's starting already, and I was really shocked by how quickly. And even the spiritual, quote-unquote, industry is even also capitalizing on the fear and the anxiety and the tone. And, you know, so just hold your own and even be aware of that, you know? I'll quote the most wisest person that I've encountered in the last couple of months was this cab driver I took. Talk about who's really your teacher, right? Who's really the teacher student, right? This is cab driver. And he said to me, you know, I've been good, I've been bad, but I've never been ugly. And doesn't that say a lot? I've been good, I've been bad, but I've never been ugly. And I knew exactly what he meant. He meant by intention. And thank God we're being blessed with being so sensitive, and our clairs are wide open that you can see who's being ugly, right? There's good, there's bad, and there's ugly. And it comes in all forms. So just, you know, don't discount all your clairs. Don't discount everything that you pick up from people, especially now. What's right, what's true, all that. Hold your own. All right, so enough of me babbling, but that definitely wanted to come through, and I'm not doing a separate video about that. But it's just more like whispering to, we're all friends here. I keep my channel very private now. It's even gotten more private. I don't even tag my videos anymore. I know it's the same people over and over. We're like a little community on here. And it's like a sacred space for me. I personally feel it's like an extension. You're like in my home. Like that's how cozy it feels. Even though it's on the big wide web, it's like it's very, I love it this way. All right, so let's get into it. I'm sorry I spoke for so long, but I definitely wanted to. I'm not posting as many videos, so I want to get it all in. This is going into April 7th. A lot of help coming direct and indirect to help you hold your own. DIY rising. Do it yourself rising, right? So this is really like supporting your power and capacity to hold your own here and all that it takes, right? To hold your energy even. And yeah, the Ace of Gabriel. So there are things, not only are they keeping you in this energy, Ace of Gabriel energy, but there are new opportunities, things coming in for you. So they're telling you, yes, 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 this is a gift of passion, opportunity, inspiration, the chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. So they're lighting you up from the inside in your spirit, and there are going to be things for you to get to work on, projects, opportunities, right? Inspiration, things coming in for you to do in the week of April 7th. So you could be feeling very inspired at this time. I would almost say they're giving me like liftoff. So you could feel that they're really igniting you on the inside, and then grab those opportunities, and you have the passion to follow through on those things. So that's what they're gifting you in the week of the 7th. And you could find that this could be almost like a relighting. Maybe you haven't felt this in a while. Yeah, they want you to be the King of Raphael. This is the sensitive, right? The caring, the empath. And yes, it is safe to trust this. It's the ability to accomplish many things at once, following your creative passion. So they're lining you up within, and you're going forward. Here's your love, support, backing to stay moving this way. And this is all to add to your sense of stability, security, your abundance at this time. The angels are like overseeing what you're building, what you're doing. So definitely seize those opportunities. DIY rising. Did they not say that? So definitely follow, do it yourself when it comes to your passion, your creativity, your projects, your work you're doing. It's DIY rising. You have the ability to accomplish a lot of things. They're kind of pushing you forward, and you could see there's a lot of opportunity here. When you get to work on these, it is building a sense of security in your life. So they're literally saying what you give, you also receive, being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. But you have love, support, backing to build this in your life, and it is to stay lit and seize those opportunities. So there's going to be a lot of things. Trust this, what's coming in or what you're feeling inside, to get a move on those things, to accomplish things. DIY rising to accomplish things. And this will add security, stability in your life. So yeah, they're giving you the gift of inspiration, the opportunity, the creative, and grab it. And it's going to add to your sense of security, stability. Yeah, and they're giving you that ability to accomplish right now. King of Raphael is taking ownership in a way, right? Being in your power. So DIY rising and then grabbing those opportunities and doing those things is, yeah. And here's the rest and relaxation. So whenever you need to feel rejuvenated as this King of Raphael self, you're going within this rest and rejuvenation. The guidance that I gave before, exhale the fear, exhale the anxiety, exhale the stress, and breathe in the love, breathe in the backing. Here is the love, support, backing that is enabling you to almost rise, right? And accomplish. So it's almost like being ignited. Whenever you need, you're going within for the guidance and the ignition, DIY rising, to add to your sense of security and stability in all ways. But they're empowering you as the King of Raphael. So whenever you need, you might have to take more breaks to rest, relax, to stay connected to this, to feel backed in more ways than one for what you need to accomplish. And to feel that your angels are with you as you're doing this, to add to your sense of security, stability. So it is very important, just as much as you're doing and trying to accomplish things, to have that rest and relaxation, rejuvenation. I love that word rejuvenation, because you're getting rejuved inside out for accomplishing things that are going to add to your sense of security, stability. So again, we've been getting this a lot, to stay ignited 1-9. You're going within. It's the rest, rejuve, and connection is keeping you in this King of Raphael alignment, where you're in your energy, but you're also in following your creativity, following, right, breathing out the stress, the anxiety, everything that other video said, and you're staying with hope and faith and creativity. I'm moving forward and grabbing those things, feeling love, support, backing, and going forward, staying ignited and accomplishing those things that are adding to your stability, security. And that's what it is. They're keeping you lit. So DIY rising, keeping you lit to accomplish these things that are adding to your stability, security, and that is where they're keeping you. So let's get the goddess guidance. You're getting it all direct, and there's the 1-9. You're getting it all direct. They're supporting your power here to accomplish things, and you're getting a lot direct. And here come, the opportunities are coming in and everything else for you. The number one thing, yes, sacred space. It is a sacred space. They're keeping you lit. I can't say this enough. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. They are divinely keeping you lit. DIY rising. They are. And it is so that they're adding to your stability and security inside and out. So what you're accomplishing is adding to your stability and security. And what they're giving you in the rest and the quiet in your sacred space is adding to your sense of feeling security and stability. So yes, it's your secret space. It is where you're connecting, resting, rejuvenating, where you're going to stay lit at this time. That's what they're supporting here. It's going to add to your stability and security. It's where you're getting your power to accomplish things. Literally supporting your power to accomplish things. Oh my gosh, I have chills. What can we surrender to make things easier? You're going to be feeling this, that you're creating these sacred spaces so that you're connecting and you're rejuvenating and you're rising as this King of Raphael in your life and adding to the stability, security. Yeah, surrender your comparisons with other people. That takes away from your power. It takes you away from your power. You can end your sense of security, stability. So they are definitely lighting you up from within here. No more. You are the King of Raphael. Like, own your power, your unique power, and stop the comparisons with other people, which only drains your capacity, your power. That keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, your own attractiveness, your own power. You are the Knight of Raphael. They are backing your power. DIY rising to add to your own sense of security, stability. So there is no comparisons with other people anymore. There's something about this. This is like really wise wisdom here. It's your uniqueness. It is your uniqueness. So and your focus must be, they're going to keep you very aligned to this. Your focus must be your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, your own attractiveness, your own power. Doesn't matter what everybody else is doing. Doesn't matter what everybody else is like. Don't let it take from your energy. It landed on the energy deck. They're supporting your energy. They're supporting your power and energy, and anything that takes it away. It's kind of like what you're getting in the sacred space, your connection with them. And in the outer, stop your comparisons with other people out here. Continue to grow. This is the energy they're supporting within you. Continue to grow by seeking new knowledge. We applaud your efforts. They have your back. They're applauding your efforts as you are trying to accomplish things. They're actually they're giving you love, support, backing in these cards that you're adding to your sense of security, stability, right? That's the 4 of area, like what you're building and working on in your life. But then also the security, stability for you inside. Like, they're the ones that are your rah-rah section saying we applaud your efforts. Don't compare yourself to other people. You keep your eyes trained on yourself. You focus on your own strengths, your own attractiveness, your own power. You are the King of Raphael in your life. They're applauding your efforts for what you're doing, what you're trying to accomplish in your life. Anytime you need to stay rejuvened, connected, relit, DIY rising, right? To continue, like the keyword is continue, to keep up that stamina, stay in that power, right? That's what they're giving you, and they're applauding your efforts. They're applauding your efforts, right? So keep going, continue to grow, continue. They're applauding your efforts for whatever you're doing that's adding to your accomplishment, what you're trying to accomplish here. They're definitely supporting your power here to do it in more ways than one, and applauding your efforts. They're with you as you're trying to build your security, stability. It's safe to accomplish many things here. They're kind of keeping you trained on you, your own power. Like, stop looking at everything else around you, right? This is a sacred space that they're keeping you lit here, and just continue planting, continue with what you're doing. They're applauding your efforts. That's all you need to be fed. And how you're getting fed this is in the quiet time. It's in the rest, rejuvenating. It's in your sacred space where you're connecting with the divine, and they're keeping you lit. DIY rising, keeping you lit to accomplish things that are literally adding to your stability and security. And even they're adding to your stability and security when you're connecting with them. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, they're the ones that are like, no. just come back to yourself. Keep your eyes on yourself. Focus on your own strengths. Focus on your own attractiveness. Focus on your own power. Continue to plant those seeds. They're applauding your efforts. It's adding to your stability, security. Ace of Gabriel, they're keeping you lit, and they're also giving you things. They're giving you those opportunities. They're giving you those seeds to plant. And keep in your power planting them. And that's what they're saying. And they're with you as you're building this. So, and there's your rah-rah section. It's going to be in the sacred space. It's not going to be in the outside world. And don't let the outside world sap your power. That's what they're going to be whispering to you in the quiet. It's like, just keep your eyes on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, your own attractiveness, your own power. They're supporting your power to do this. Literally supporting your power. So I think I'm going to put that in the GIY rising. Supporting your power to do it. Supporting your power to plant it. Supporting your power to continue. We applaud your efforts. Rainbow landed right there. Rainbow and blessings. Patience. Yeah. I just want to read the patience because patience is required at the moment. You may feel things are not moving as fast as you would like. When they say continue planting, it's like you might want this poof already. And they're saying to be patient. Continue with your efforts. Stay in your power and continue. They're keeping you lit on purpose because patience is required at the moment. You may feel that things are not moving as fast as you would like, yet there is a lot going on energetically. The current situation causing concern is evolving positively. Let go and have patience. You will eventually realize that this whole event was in fact a blessing. All is perfect as it is. Trust you are eternally loved and guided. They want you to feel that love, support, backing. Stay in your power. You're eternally loved and guided. Continue, right? They're keeping you lit. I mean, this is where they're giving it to you to make sure that you stay in your power and keep doing it, okay? Next one, rainbow. And then we had blessings. Rainbow, you are a jewel, even though you may not see it. Even in the darkest times, you shine eternally bright. Oh my gosh, they're keeping you lit. This is sacred space. Look at all the light here and look at the light around here. They're supporting your power to stay lit, doing this, okay? And you are a jewel. So basically they're saying, even in the darkest times, you shine eternally bright. You are surrounded by an aura of love. This is the love here for you. We're applauding your efforts. I mean, it's in every card, right? Even in the 4, they're here. They're applauding your efforts. You are surrounded by an aura of love, and a pot of gold waits beyond the horizon. All will clear soon. Trust and continue to follow your dreams. You are eternally blessed. Trust and continue. It literally says continue. Trust and continue with what you're doing. Stay lit and continue. Stay lit and continue. They're really focusing. They're really making sure you stay in your power. Just stay lit and continue the work that you're doing. Blessings, love, light, and blessings. Through this card, you are being showered by angelic light. Accept the blessings about to come your way and know that you deserve to be and have all your heart's desires. You are being lovingly guided along a golden path, a magical journey through which you shall discover your true essence, the infinite and eternal you. Congratulations. They're sending you a lot of blessings. I would say continue with the work. Continue being in your power. Continue with the work. You're going to have a lot of rest, rejuve, sacred space where you're connecting to this, and so that you actually do stay lit. You do stay in your power. You are receiving the guidance to kind of stay focused. This is the key. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. Know that you have love, support, backing as you're doing this. This is a lot of staying in your power. Like they said, DIY rising. Continue to plant those seeds. Continue to do the work. Whenever you need to stay lit, it's in the sacred space, the rest, rejuve, where you're getting it. So continue with the effort. Continue with what you're doing. They're applauding your efforts. And they're keeping you in your power. And this is a very internal thing, that how they're keeping you lit to continue the work. Continue with what you're doing is being blessed right now. Trust and continue is basically what they're saying. So stay in your power and continue with what you're doing. All will clear soon. They're supporting what you're trying to accomplish to add to your sense of security, stability. Stay in your power. And it could be that you're really going in the quiet, sometimes going in the sacred space to stay in your power. Yes, and they're applauding your efforts as it's taking even more to stay in your power because of everything that's going on. So stay lit and continue. Like they said, DIY rising, stay lit and continue. They're supporting you, and I wish you the best as we go into April 7th. Take care. Bye-bye.